Hey, I've got a bit of a different intro for us. We'll get on into some music soon, but I saw something earlier on in the week, and it was like a horror movie with comedy music over the back of it, and it just changed the complete outlook of the movie. Got me thinking today because I was going to do up a little intro for us and get something sorted, but I just got caught up in the sound. So here we go. I think you guys are going to like this. Ray Warren, Linkin Park. Ray Warren's greatest.
I'm actually getting tingles.
Yeah. Visualizing all these moments.
Yeah.
Is Sterlo?
Smacked.
Is Sterlo? Oh.
Hunt then with the first kick of the game down close to the line, taken by Sean. Intercepted by Darius Boyd. And Matthew Bell has taken a Burgess multi. Burgess has hit him with everything, including his birth certificate. Goes inside the 10 and the 5. Oh! Somebody stop him! He'll run out of the stadium! That will be a miracle! Oh, it is a miracle! You won't see anything like that again this year!
Fuck yeah.
Red
up.
There's a couple right at the end you guys will like.
Coming up outside. Cronulla have won it. 14-12.
That's for the boys.
You can turn the
2016.
line out now.
Yuck.
And the old legs from the paint. He's in front by 5. They're coming at him. And Sudbury. Hilman's under him. Girdler makes it. Girdler pulls out every ounce of stamina.
Got his hand in, right?
Stromwitz coat. He hits it. He's got it. He's got the field goal. He's got the premiership. Oh, go, Freddie. That was magnificent stuff. Well,
Go, Freddie.
he shall not weary them. Long range shot from Anesta. He's got it. Oh, what a kick. He got a kick. Anesta.
Field goal.
Yeah.
It's for Elba. Elba will score. Elba will score. Newcastle have won the grand final. Andrew King might get a regather. Yes. He's done it. He's Houdini. He's Houdini. What about Andrew King? Put him in the second. Put him somewhere.
He's losing it.
He's too good for this game. That's not a try. That's a miracle.
Love it.
Yeah, something a little bit different.
Brought back some memories, bro.
Hey, just visualizing every...
Yeah.
Well, you know, there's probably a couple in there that we can't recall, but majority of them iconic.
The first thing when it did that first fucking drop, I was just waiting for directed by Michael Bay to show up. Fuck.
We have to put that in the edit.
Bro, listening to that, it's just like, fuck, nobody holds a fucking candle to Rab's cunt.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like,
Not even close. Like,
nah. You just need someone with that fucking girthy, fucking deep, soulful voice, bro.
Yeah.
And then when he gets going, when that yells.
but he just never fucked it up.
Nah.
You know what I mean? He's
Nah.
just a master of his craft.
I'm all over Vossi, you know, as you guys know. Not a big fan of Ganane, but there's just no one like Raps
Nah.
at the same time.
No.
So I think it's still a hole waiting to be filled. I think
Yeah.
it's an empty glory hole.
Because I think Vossi and Ganane both sound similar.
Yeah.
But it like comes down to their calls. But I know you fucking hate Dan Ganane.
No, I'm
but
telling you, bro, it's the passion.
it's not even the. I don't even think. I think they both got their passion when they need it. But it's like the sound of the voice, bro. I think you need a bit more fucking timber in it. You know.
Okay.
Bit more fucking. Then when it gets going, like when
More hardwood.
Yeah, when you hear him yelling, bro, like, and it's almost crackling, you don't even give a shit.
You
You're
need
like,
that
yeah,
raspy fucking...
yeah, bro.
He's coming down the street!
Yeah,
The old, like the AM radio sound.
Yeah.
It's even better.
yeah. Or the
that's
first
the horse caller.
the guy that used to host television. Hello and welcome to television. Like, you know,
But Rabs, does Rabs still do horses? I know you like
Nah, I think he chucked it all in.
all of it.
I think so.
Yeah, true.
Don't quote me, but I think
Yeah.
so. Because I remember when he did that interview, I think when he went to the Hall of Fame or whatever, and they were talking about why he gave it up, and he's like, oh, because I was getting a bit older and I didn't want to fuck it up.
Didn't wanna
so
fuck
I'd
it
go
up.
out on top.
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh, I like that.
it's like, fuck, bro. You do what you do, you king.
Yeah, exactly right.
Like,
no one fucking blames him, eh?
Do you recall any butchering? Like,
I
Nah.
can't. Even if it did, it would probably still sounded great.
yeah.
Like,
There was a couple of moments in even those ones where you go, where is he taking this? But he just he capped it, like captures it real well,
Yeah.
and just finishes it there. Doesn't say too much.
yeah. I actually watched that video the other day, popped up from NRL on 9, and it was the video where it's like, oh, what's your favourite, like your best game, your moment you've ever called? And he's like, oh, 2015 grand final. And then he's like, and then it goes to Thurston, and he's like, what? And he's like, starts getting all emotional and shit. And he's just like, he's watched thousands of games of footy, and that's his favourite moment.
Yeah,
and he's
that's
like,
true.
he's like, just give me a sec. And he's like,
Well, that pass by Morgan, bro, that gets me hot. Even watching it, you know what I mean? And then the kick, and
then
fuck
just
everything.
watching. What does he say when he hit the post? He's like, he's hit the steel work, and like, just everything, bro. It's giving me fucking goosies thinking about it. But yeah, and also positive on that game too. Broncos lost, so fuck them.
That's why it hits different as well.
Yeah,
And Ben Hunt's only dropped one kickoff since.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know about that.
It's true. It's true. He got fucking like he got put through the fire because of it too. The internet blew up.
He was saying he had to go see a sports psychologist and everything after that.
Oh, true.
Yeah, it wasn't an easy road to recovery.
Nah. Well, apparently, after the game, they were like chucking beers around. And Alfie went to chuck it to him, and he's like, "Don't drop this one." And he started crying, cunt.
Oh, yeah, you would.
It's like, bro, it just happened, cunt. Like, what the fuck?
And you've got the greatest halfback of all time. Just fucking debatable.
Was he a 5'8" or was he 7?
7.
Oh no, because Alfie, Kevy was 6, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, just fucking burning you after the game.
Yeah.
After you just lost it for your team.
I mean, you'd almost want that attitude in there, having a fucking joke after losing it
Yeah.
like that. But like, what are you gonna do? Sit
Do
there?
you think
and cry?
do you think he was joking?
Oh fuck no, cunt. Fuck no.
Thanks a lot, cunt.
Yeah,
That's
I would
what
have.
that
Like,
was.
yeah,
The best jokes are the ones that cut the ice like that. Though.
Yeah, yeah.
You're either going to get one reaction,
ones-
you're going to go cry,
yeah.
or you're going to give it back to him.
Yeah, the ones with like a solid bit of truth in there.
Yeah, I bet you everyone was laughing until they seen him cry. They were just like,
Oh, shit. Bro, it's all right.
We'll go around the corner and laugh at him.
yeah.
I'm sure we'll win next year.
Fuck, that's good.
Alrighty, boys, that's going to cue us for our intro. G'day, mates. Welcome back to another episode of Your Mates Podcast. I'm Benny, and I'm here with your mates, Jason and Trad.
G'day.
Did you say g'day?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
G'day,
Bro,
g'day.
We're in sync.
For once. Welcome back to another episode of Your Mates Podcast. Today we will be chatting about the most recent rounds that have been in and around the NRL, covering all the headlines in between and giving our takes on the games. As always, the podcast is proudly brought to you by the legends up the M1, down the Sunshine Coast at Brouhaha Brewery. If you'd like to try out some Locals Lager or any of their other flavours, head over to their website, www.brouhahabrewery.com.au. You can also pick up some merch from there and make sure you follow them across all social media channels. Trad, do you want to give our next shout out, mate?
Is that to our brand new sponsor?
Brand new last week, but
Brand new? Still brand new, bro.
still fresh. Yeah,
Still fresh as. Apex Ad Agency.
Let's go.
Let's go. If you need to get anything on your socials sorted out, maybe you need to monetize or something like that, we're heading in that direction, or maybe you just need a little bit of a tidy up and help getting your name out there. Apex Ad Agency on Facebook and apexads.com.au.
Yeah, Google it.
Yeah.
It'll be the first one that comes up. But on that as well, we've got your fight coming up, and they're going to be in the crowd. They've already, sorted some merch and some tickets for us. So You guys can come down to the event and actually meet the legends themselves as well. I think they'll be able to explain it in depth a little bit better than
me, mate. You just caught me off guard there.
That's
to be
all right,
honest.
mate. Yeah. We do that on the pod. Again, if you aren't already, make sure you follow us across all social media channels. I'm sure you're listening already through Spotify or Apple Podcasts, but post a screenshot up on your story. That really helps the podcast. Tell a mate about your mates. So we have to stop saying this.
What?
Please.
What we got to stop saying?
No, so I don't have
Tell
to
a
keep
mate.
telling them to tell mates,
yeah.
so we can grow.
Yeah. Yeah, just do it already.
Just do it.
Sick of it.
We'll do it. Fuck, we had old buddy Karumba posting his bloody, sharing us on Instagram the other day with his first win of the season with Parramatta. So even that sort of stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Karumba, the
Tag
Wog
us in
Dog.
your stories.
Hey.
He used to call himself Batleb back in the day.
Batleb.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah,
that.
loves it, bro. Cruising around his little Corolla, bro, cranking beats. Batleb, that was his Batmobile.
Actually, can you clear something up for us? What does he do? Is he a plasterer? Was that what it was?
He's the manager of Yatala Plaster Supplies.
Well, it's so
Plastering.
see, bro.
I said-
We'll close.
Yeah,
we'll
yeah, I
close.
said plumbing.
Yeah.
That's not that's not an ad, by the way.
Unless
now.
you want to sponsor
Unless
us.
you want to sponsor us. Actually,
on,
he probably would
The
jump
spot on
on.
the
He
shirt.
loves Yatala Plaster Supplies. Never seen a bloke go harder for a job. So good on you, Crumble.
Love it.
Legend.
Love a bloke who loves his job. There's not many around.
Good point. Boys, before we get into the weekend of footy that has just been, I got a hypothetical scenario for you guys. Now, let's just say you guys are the coaches of the new club that's going to be brought in the next couple of years. Pick 2 traits that you want to base your team around. So, like whether it's hard work or whether it's speed, strength, aggression, whatever it might be. So, 2 traits, and who's your captain and your playmaker. You get free range out of everyone.
Well, I'm going. My first trait will be defense,
Nice.
because the fucking saying is old as fucking time. Defense wins comps. So
You can't win a game if you can't score some points.
yeah, but I mean, look at all the sides that have won, and since in the NRL era have all been best or second best defensive side in the comp.
It's a good take.
Yeah.
So I'd go defense mentality first, and then fitness,
Defense and fitness.
stamina.
It's exactly the 2 things I was going to say.
There
So,
you go.
Yeah.
Captain and playmaker. Can't pick the same players though. Remember, you've got defense, so you want a leader that's going to defend well. Same with your playmaker.
Okay. Well, if
And
I'm
a
going
bit of
playmaker,
cardio.
I'm planning for the future. And if the club we're talking about is PNG in a couple of years, I'm going with Isaiah Katoa.
Ooh,
Because he's in
Different.
that. By the time the team comes in, he's going to be getting towards that peak halving age, you know. Because I think he's only 21, 22. But if he's and you've seen how good he is already, I think I'd try and build my spine around him. Don't think I'd have him as captain though. Oh, who's a fucking
probably defense. You want someone solid on defense
Who's
for your
good?
captain.
Yeah.
McInnes,
No.
too ugly.
Nah, maybe Payne Haas.
Ooh,
Because he's
Big recruit.
coming into his prime as well. So he's 26 now, and he's very
that young.
very fucking skilled front row. Like, look what he's done already, and his whole game is built off fucking hard work, and you rarely see him miss tackles. So yeah, I'd take him as my captain because if it's a couple of years away, fuck, he's nearly 30. Fuck,
Just don't step on his shoes.
yeah, don't fucking touch them TNs, boy.
Nah, right.
He'll flog Albert Kelly for him.
Poor old
Veteran,
AK-7.
by the way.
AK-7.
Probably old enough
You
to
know-
be his dad.
You like that, the old AK-7?
Yeah, bro. Well, he took Payne Haas off me. I was getting there. Definitely defense and fitness. You say you can't win if you don't score, bro. Every team has the ability to score, right? But not every team has the ability to stop tries, and that's the big one, right? So you get the defense, and then the fitness. If the fitness is there, then you at the end of the game, if it takes all game, at the end of the game you're fitter. You're going to be scoring, and especially if you've got. I was going to say Payne Haas, but I'll go Isaiah Yeo. In my team as my captain, and
I was going to go him,
yeah,
but I didn't want you to fucking, ew, Panthers dick right. So fucking,
that's all right. I'll ride that
Just
dick,
pick,
bro.
an just pick an ex-Penrith player instead.
yeah, that's
Classic. Knew that was coming.
That Dubbo Dom.
Throwing the jab, knowing the counter's coming.
Yeah.
And if I was going to pick a half, he gets injured a lot. But if he didn't get injured a lot, I'd go with Mitchell Moses.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a solid pick.
Yeah.
He's sort of out of that top 5. Or he's
I think
hanging around.
I
but-
think he's just as good as Cleary. He's just been in a shit team and he's had a
Unlucky.
shit run with his injuries. So yeah, I'll go Mitch Moses paired with Isaiah Yeo.
But you can almost have him as your fucking captain as well.
Yeah.
Like he's got that, I don't know, he's got that fucking aura
Aura.
about him, eh?
Yeah.
Remember when we met him at, fuck.
Would
after
you
we
call
met-
it meeting?
Oh, yelled something at him and he acknowledged me and laughed and walked off.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, oh, you're better than Cleary now, eh? And he's just like, not yet. And I was like, what? He just like turned around and walked off. Me and Brad were like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, we met him. What about you, Benny?
Mate, I'm going to go for hard work. I was just thinking this as well as trying to listen to you guys as well. I didn't actually think this through.
Yeah.
But I would go, similar to you guys in sense of hard work. And in terms of a captain, you're going to want one of the hardest workers on the field. Now, it goes against my heart. I would pick Tom Turbo as my captain. Injury prone holds me back off a little bit.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking Dylan Edwards.
Okay.
Ooh.
Hard work.
Yeah.
Just does all those simple things. Again,
Very humble.
yeah.
Yeah.
Could use some hair, but that's about it. That's all you could pick apart with that bloke. And in terms of a playmaker, I've got to go with Jerome Hughes.
Yeah, nice.
Just the form that he's in at the moment.
Of course.
I can't go past that bloke. So, but yeah, cool that we had all different takes on that.
What would you you'd never build a team around someone like Trell?
Nah.
No?
He's like he's like your cherry on top, bro.
Yeah.
He's like a luxury. He's not something you need, I don't think.
Yeah. Or what about, say, Tedesco? Like
Teddy,
Prime Teddy?
like 18, 19,
like just
20.
left Tigers.
Yeah, I
Fucking
reckon
ready to roll.
he'd be
Yeah.
someone you'd fucking get around.
Well, the Roosters did that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and they left a legacy.
Yeah.
A decent legacy. It's a pity that, the Melbourne Storm was so good through that whole period and and
they had a better
and then
coach.
the Panthers, you know what I mean? But they still did leave a very good legacy.
They had all the players for it.
Would have been sick to see like all those Tigers players that have left and gone on and seen what the Tigers could have
Yeah.
done, man. Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, because Addo Carr was at the Tigers too,
Yeah,
wasn't
Josh
he?
Adokar,
Yeah.
Mitch Moses,
Yeah.
fucking Teddy, fucking who else?
Luke Brooks.
Luke.
Go.
Hey, to be honest, if he was there as 6 and Moses was 7,
Yeah.
he'd probably have a fucking lot different story at the fucking
Yeah, for sure.
Tigers.
Yeah.
Like
Did they play a couple of games there?
Together?
together.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
Yeah, 'cause
Couple
he
years.
was there, what, 10 years?
Yeah, I think they were together for like 4 years or something.
But like Mitch was still fucking coming into it.
Because did they? I think they might have debuted the same sort of year or year after each other, something like that. Yeah,
They're going to be the same age, really, because Moses is 31 this year.
true. Yeah,
He's like fucking, those fucking foot injuries, bro. Jesus Christ.
So who did they have? They had Tedesco at the back. They
Yeah.
had
They had Brooks and Moses.
Who was their nine?
Adokar on the wing.
Robbie Farah, their nine?
Robbie Farah back
Yeah,
then.
Robbie Farah was fucking, he was there for ages, bro.
Yeah.
He
So
was
they-
there in the 05 grand final. No, he wasn't. That's stupid. Don't worry about that. I just got
And then they had-
way ahead of myself.
They had Tim Sheens as coach still
Yeah.
at that stage?
No,
Or Madge?
no, they had
Jason
Jason
Taylor.
Taylor.
Oh, yeah.
Who was the one? When did Robbie Farah retire? When was that year when he sat on the sign drinking the beer by himself?
Oh fuck,
14,
no,
15?
No idea.
Ages ago, eh?
Yeah, feels like a...
Fucking goes too quick.
Well, speaking of going too quick, boys, the weekend has just passed and we saw all the games of footies. Did you guys watch every game?
Watched every game, bro. I was fucking fiending
Yeah.
for rugby league.
After
cunt.
2 weeks of none.
Oh, dude.
Oh, I bet.
It was fucking... Sitting there watching play-by-plays on NRL app is not the same.
And we got off to a pretty exciting start. Come down to the very last minute. Raiders beat the Sharks 24-20.
Spoon bowl?
Yeah, possibly.
I think battle
They were
battle
both-
for the 8, you know.
Look, they were both very bad. Like it was
Majority of the game.
You
Yeah.
reckon? I thought Raiders were fucking probably better all game than the Sharks, to be honest.
I thought they were
They-
getting a couple of calls go their way as well. There was some,
There's yeah.
I was non-biased, but I thought that the Raiders crowd were obviously getting behind the Raiders, and there was a few calls that were getting made by the Raiders fans.
It must be a kind
medium
of place
red.
to go too, bro, because it'd already be getting cold down there.
Yeah, I think it's
Like-
14 degrees or something.
Yeah,
So that's
and like
not
they'd be
nice.
dewy as fuck too.
Yeah.
Like
That's it's not even winter yet.
miss me with that shit.
But it was sort of I don't know, like it was maybe like a winner's hangover sort of thing, like being at the top, winning. Like you've obviously got to try hard to win. You know what I mean? And maybe the Sharks are just going through a little bit right now, and they're going to come back. I don't know, but also at the same time,
Well, they were leading
the
majority of the
Sharks,
game.
the Sharks of old don't beat top 8 sides.
Yeah.
But the like that last play, like the fucking the cunts are all the Sharks players are all standing around.
Yeah.
And they fucking went, what'd they go side to side fucking 3 times before
Yep.
they scored? Like
Yep.
that just shows the difference in the desperation between like how bad they want to win
Yeah.
compared to the Sharks. Like
It was a great ending.
oh,
A
It
great
was
ending.
insane. I was sitting laying on the couch watching it.
have you
and
ever
like,
seen Ricky more happy?
Oh, bro. I don't think I've
think
seen
so.
him jumping around,
Oh.
roping everyone in.
It fucking that made my night, bro. And the guy on the bike when he's like he's like, oh
Yeah.
like,
He
why
goes,
you-
he's coming. He was like bracing for him, bro. He's like, oh, here he comes.
yeah, it's like why are you still warming
Maybe
up, bro?
maybe the year that they made the grand final last. I can't remember.
19.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Maybe that's the happiest I've seen him, but
I
until
can't
they
recall
lost,
Yeah, oh, yeah, dude. Yeah, I reckon that's 19. Yeah, that was pretty happy.
mean,
because he was like that year. He was sideline every game.
I love fucking
Just
him. I love
riding
him
it.
on the sideline. That's
Yeah.
what one thing I love about Ricky, bro.
Yeah,
Well, I think that he was the happiest coach I've ever seen by the end of round 4. Put it that way.
too many upsets, bro.
And he still had the audacity to come out and call out the penalty count.
Yeah,
And it's like, dude, train your players not to give away penalties.
Yeah.
They're not getting unforced penalties or like they're not 50-50 calls. A lot of them are dead set penalties, and it's
Yeah.
like you can't argue.
How
with the-
funny is it, right? Because like my whole thing has been like, you know, you're a
attitude.
cranky dude.
Yep.
You're gonna have cranky players, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And he's in the presser. He's like, "Oh, it's not like I'm going out there and teaching him grubby tactics." And I was like,
Word for
"Fuck, is he
word,
talk? Does he listen to the pod?"
Sometimes I'm thinking either the AI technology or something
Yeah.
brings it up on certain people's algorithms because I'm with you. I feel like
There's a lot, hey.
yeah, bro. Yeah.
Like-
Maybe we're just like finger on the pulse, bro.
Yeah, I reckon AI, like they'll put in a thing, what are people talking about on podcasts and stuff? And AI
yeah.
is going to give them like a transcript of our fucking podcast. And they're going to pick out all the stuff. So,
Yeah.
You just see Ricky at home. He's just like, "What the fuck did they say?"
Yeah.
Pegs his phone.
I'm not angry. Rips the door off. Does a Dez. Yeah.
Yeah, rampage.
boys, Friday night, we saw the good old Cowboys. Yeehaw!
Yep.
Take out the Penrith Panthers. You got to see full 80 minutes of that, Jace.
Yep.
How was it, mate? Obviously, Nathan Cleary back.
Yeah.
Give us your thoughts.
I wasn't going to admit this. I'm the reason the boys lost.
Oh, it's
What'd you
the
do?
coaster.
I didn't have it.
I thought that was your whole like. I can't wait to
Yeah.
get back to Australia
Yeah,
so I
so-
can hold my coaster.
Yeah, I just was that excited to drink and watch footy on Friday night.
It's a cooler though.
I just
Not a
fucking
coaster.
just forgot.
Or
to
maybe
fucking-
that's why.
just forgot to grab it, bro. Just sitting there pounding drinks all night, and then it was like fucking. I think it was like a minute to go or something. I'm like, oh fuck! Go open the cupboard, bro. It's sitting in its little spot. I'm like, fuck's sake.
Dust covered.
Yeah, coke. There's a fucking couple of spiders living in it.
Yeah.
Like, it's just fucking But I don't know. I don't know. They should have. Case McLean should have passed that ball, but
Mate, isn't he a fucking unit, bro?
I still got
He's like
faith.
6'2" or
I
something.
still got faith in him,
so
bro.
strong.
He's got that,
taller than that,
got that
so.
critter build, bro.
Yeah.
like the big broad shoulders, big rangy motherfucker. But I think it wasn't him not passing it, bro, because Scotty Drinkwater did that to fucking Savage last week, bro. The exact same thing, like made him fucking like think which way he's gonna go, and then he didn't pass and tried to run, and Drinky fucking snapped him, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah, so full credit to.
But that
Well, that
happened,
was- that was
happened
one
in a
play.
couple of games this week.
Yeah.
There was like just players aren't passing it now. It's weird, but
But do you think that's like not them ball hogging, or do you think it's the fullback there doing his job, not making like seeing which way they're going to go?
Yeah, no, I think that it's just a bad read.
You reckon?
Yeah.
I reckon it's a bit more defense, eh? I reckon the fullback's playing that game with them, like, come on, which way am I going, boy? And then they don't go to pass it, and then they
So
make the tackle.
like a sidestep in or a dummy in attack,
But in
they're
defense.
they're doing a defense dummy.
yeah,
and then grabbing them.
Yeah, I reckon.
Yeah.
Because it's two in a row for Drinky doing that, 2 weeks in a row. So
Look out for it. I didn't actually notice it.
yeah, because you watch him, he like goes to, and then he's like, nah, and then he goes to do it, and then
Dummies
Drinky's
to
just straight
defend.
back in because he looks like he's going all the way across to Jenkins. And
Smart.
Yeah,
They
doesn't
probably
do it.
watch a lot of tape on each other as well. And I mean, there's not a lot of tape on McLean, but
Yeah. Or
Jenkins.
guys who like, how often do they pass compared to not passing?
Yeah.
You know?
What do
Well,
they?
it's
How do
different.
they deal with the pressure situations or line breaks?
Yeah.
and-
Well, normally he'd have Bizza on that wing too. So, like, imagine if that was Bizza, he would have already had the ball and would have just took Drinky on and tried to plough over. But yeah.
Well, credit to the cows.
Oh, did
What do
you
you-
want to talk about it?
You know what?
The
Sorry.
Cohen Hess tackle.
No.
Fuck
Oh,
yes.
no. Do you want to talk about it?
I mean,
Blew up on our social
I just want
media.
to say, hold on, before we go on to that, I just want to say one more thing about the no passing when you're one-on-one with the fullback. Maybe, and Casey McLean's probably a good player for this, maybe they think, like, I can get over him and get the offload.
he almost did though.
And then you know, it's a free run.
He almost did, but yeah, he just fucking didn't. Anyway.
Fullbacks these days are so good at wrapping the ball, though,
He got him around the ankles. He like fell over him and
Yeah.
like landed down.
and still didn't pass.
Well, he didn't get a chance to because he. Yeah. Anyway, fuck me.
Cut him down.
Yeah, I guess the standout from that game as well was, the last 5 minutes of the game. Cleary's got the ball. It looks like he's going to do something and absolutely gets folded by Cohen Hess, big Cohen Hess.
Yeah.
That probably wasn't even the best part. The best part was Cohen Hess getting up after the tackle and just
Screaming.
fucking going red in the face, eyes
Yeah.
popping out.
This goes full Viking.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of my mates.
Were you doing the same thing but in the opposite way?
No, I was just like, you fucking dog cunt. Fucking touch my boy cunt. I'll
Yeah,
kill
you saw all the Penrith supporters in the background blowing up.
Where's
As
the
you would
penalty?
initially. But as you would like initially, but
Like he was definitely blindsided though, because like you see his neck go like fucking
Yeah.
full whiplash
And just
shit.
the fact that he got right up under that arm, man,
As he
like
was-
that's
as he
a
was kicking.
pure blindsiding. And he was going like he like lofted the ball too.
Yeah.
The ball was just midair.
Yeah.
I think it was still going up when he got hit.
But that's one of my mates. He's a Cowboys fan, and he actually went to school with Cohen Hess. It's like one of his best mates from
Oh, yeah,
school.
cool.
And, bro, he's into me, cunt. I'm just like,
Yeah.
fuck off, dog. Get the fuck out of here.
just a quick little take on the performance. Nathan Cleary obviously back from HIA for the last 2 weeks, and I thought he looked unreal. He was given it a lot of time.
Yeah.
He was running around. He was showing the inside ball, changing up the speed, and
Both
he was
sides
doing
of the
that.
ruck, eh?
Yeah, he was doing that majority of the game, and that's what was happening before Cohen Hess snapped him.
Yeah.
He was sort of darting around with it, given heaps of time, but Cohen Hess didn't let him that split second and just launched him.
Yeah.
But I
They-
mean, do you think that the Penrith Panthers are in some trouble?
Nah, I think they're all right, man. They just got to they got to get
Lost to the
Toto back.
Cowboys.
They got to get
But
but
if-
they are bro. They're coming off a fucking win.
Actual red hot?
I think they're red hot right now. All they had to do was activate Taulungi, which they have, and fucking
He killed it, eh?
And, yeah, and
Does he
I
come
don't
off the bench in this game?
No.
Was that last week?
Nanai did.
Oh, Nanai, sorry, that's what I was thinking of,
Nanai has been coming off the bench still, and I don't know what, like, it's like working.
He's killing it, bro.
Yeah, and credit to Bateman, who are written off.
Listens to the reads the transcripts too.
Yeah. I think he's having a blinder at the Cowboys. He's found his spot there. Eh?
I'll quickly mention Jackson Purdue.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Weapon.
Mate,
He's
his
fucked,
first
bro.
couple of games, I was like, I don't know if he's ready for the NRL, but these last couple of weeks,
He's quick, eh?
bro. And he's just left players in the dust. So
I think he's in the same category as Casey McLean. Like, starts like had that soft start. Like, I mean, McLean got knocked out his fucking first game this year.
Yeah, that was
I wouldn't be
but,
surprised if these boys are in the PM squad. you know.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
The next game that we saw, Friday night banger, the rivalry between Rabbitohs and the Roosters. Big trail back. Jai Gray tops the Dally M once again as well.
Yep.
he's fucked, bro. Like, have you seen his tackle breaks?
Jai Gray.
Dude, he's got some. Dude, he's like, what's the jockey's name? Bowman. What's his first name? Hugh Bowman. He's smaller than him.
Yeah. Right.
Like, that's fucked, bro. Like,
Yeah, that is fucked.
and he's like doing what he's doing. Like,
And now this new head high fucking thing.
oh, dude, he's
The
like, he's in
crackdown, bro.
He's in dreamland. bro.
Dreamland.
Yeah. Well, hopefully he doesn't end up in dreamland from a swinging front arm, but a swinging late arm or something. but
Like Kinney has.
no, I mean like getting
No,
knocked
like
out.
HIA.
Oh,
Dreamland,
right.
you know. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't know. He's crushing it, bro. But fuck how they did it with like losing both their halves, cunt, and still managed to pull it off in like their biggest rivalry game in the comp is Roosters Rabbits.
It was just trail, bro. Like honestly,
It's got
like,
Wayne written all over it.
No, well,
Dude, he had 6 runs.
I think it was Trell just doing those really, really low percentage plays and 1 or 2 of them paid off. You know what I mean? And like they just trusted their defense. Like if it didn't pay off,
Do you reckon Dom Young's spewing? He wasn't there. He could have taken that intercept.
oh, I don't know.
Do you know
The
who
Roosters were a bit down on troops.
Do you know who would have taken that intercept every fucking day of the week?
Who?
Stephen Crichton. Dude, he would have seen that thing leave his hands and he goes, bro, I'm gone. I'll see you next week. Like he would have.
If he was watching the game, he would have been,
Yeah.
like
It's like,
just his reaction.
yeah, sorry, babes.
natural instinct.
Sorry, babes, force habit. Oh, fuck.
That will. Any last little takes? on
Nah.
the Roosters and the
That
Rabbits?
ball from Trell was amazing.
Rocket.
A lot of people are saying it was forward.
Nah, dude, fucking all these dickheads. Go watch it come backwards out of their hands.
I know.
For fuck's sake.
I know. It's,
Oh,
When
they-
you're throwing
we're
at 20
going back-
meters, it's easy for it to
Yeah.
look or give you the illusion.
But do you remember
that
like
it's gonna float
three or 4 years ago how obsessed everyone was with the whole like did it leave backwards or did it leave
Yeah,
forwards and like people are like taking screenshots and drawing a straight line.
They still
You
do
know,
it.
yeah.
Wait for the
That's
fuckheads.
that's what's been happening all weekend.
Wait for all those fuckheads to come out with we need technology in the balls. No, we don't. we got the bunker technology and it's shit.
Yeah.
We don't need any more.
I saw a good one the other day, and it was when Cobbo put his foot on the line, and someone photoshopped the line so it was like around his foot. And it was this crooked line.
Yeah. Play on.
And then I saw another one on NRL Fantasy, and mate, it drives me nuts. But everyone posts in the chat or on the Facebook page. They go thoughts on my trades or whatnot, and it's almost like they're just flexing because they won't crop out their ranking and everything. So it's just a little flex or trigger bait. And someone posted a good one the other day. They go, "How do I get Purdue's points?" And he posted a screenshot of his team. Purdue's not even in his team.
Wanker.
No, he was taking the piss. I feel like it was like well played type thing. Yeah.
Well, if we're having fantasy flexes, I just want to give a shout out to my team, the Penny Panthers.
What'd you get?
Panthers FTA, the only undefeated squad
Nice. You
In
cracked the
your
cave this
league?
week?
in our league.
Yeah, nice.
The other league I'm in, I'm coming dead last.
Boys, on Saturday, the 2:00 game, we saw the Eels and the Dragons. That was the Spoon Bowl, and it lived up to all its expectations.
Yeah.
I thought it was a good game.
Great game.
I didn't mind it. It was
It was low quality.
It's such a Eels thing though. Like we won our first game, but by 1 point. And
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
I was
only just, but we did.
something's off about Jason Riles, in my opinion.
Oh, you reckon?
I don't
No
like
good?
him.
I watching him in the presser.
Yeah.
Dude,
He was happier than the players, and it was almost as if there was no strategy or there was no confidence behind the win. It was like we just scraped through and we were lucky to sort of get it. But
He gives me.
and you watch them play, bro, and they look incohesive.
Yeah.
Like they don't look like they've trained a lot together.
You know,
Yeah, right.
you remember Hook?
Yeah.
Gives the vibes he gives me, bro. It's like, how the fuck does this guy motivate anybody? No, I'm getting that vibe off of Rylesy.
Yeah,
Probably
Yeah.
a great. Looks like a great bloke. Fucking was a great player, but I don't know. He's just giving me that.
Who was he? He was under
Like Seabold
Bellamy,
at the
was it?
Broncos.
He was,
almost.
yeah, didn't he coach at Roosters and Storm?
Riles.
Or was it?
Not
He was
sure.
he was Wayne, he was
was-
Craig's assistant. At
Yeah, he
at
was
Melbourne
Craig.
Storm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, fuck.
yeah, I don't know. But I mean, the game in itself, we captured some of the crowd action. That was the highlight for me. was
Gutherinos.
yeah, and you could imagine the entire game. The Dragons fans are doing the Gutherino the whole time.
Yeah.
And it's just this banter between Dragons and Eels that only they would understand. It'd
Yeah.
be like maybe Brimson or something going. It'd be like a Turbo going to another club.
Yeah.
And just having them rub it in your face.
Yeah.
Would absolutely suck. And it was getting to the old boy. He let him know about it, but he had the last laugh.
There's a fucking big horse, that fella, too.
I mean, it was a scrawny little Dragons fan too. I give it to him for
Him and
fucking
his
having
mate,
that.
eh?
Yeah, bro. Like they were just they were enjoying themselves. But
But old mate looked like he had a gut full of piss, the Eels dude.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, he would have been sitting behind them fucking screaming the whole time.
plus, they won the Spoon last year, right? So he's coming off a Spoon. 4 losses.
Who?
No, Tigers won the spoon.
Oh, Tigers.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Three-peat, remember?
Yeah, I mean, he's had a rough. Eels have had a rough 12
Hey,
months. You know.
Eels were pretty close to winning it
Yeah. Well, they did win it.
last year.
Oh,
Is that a rough fucking, what is it, 39 years?
Is it 39 now?
Yeah, well, they last won in 86, wasn't it?
Holy shit.
Last year, did they go
Yeah.
well?
No, they almost won the
remember they had the
spoon
spoon. Remember they had the spoon
Okay.
bowl in the
Yeah,
last
yeah.
round.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with you. All right, boys. That's going to cue us for the next game. It was at Seabus Super Stadium. You didn't head down for that one, Trad?
Didn't head down.
Lucky.
Probably why they lost, to be honest. Because I was there at the last win.
You weren't cranking out Wenger boys, bro.
Yeah, I almost put it in all the chats as well as the game started. I was like, get ready for the Wenger bus, boys. I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah.
Not a great show out.
Take on the game. Much you want to chat on?
Back against the walls type stuff from the Dolphins. It had to happen at some point. You know, same as the Eels, same as whoever that other team was that got their first win.
No, that was just
Cowboys last week.
No, it's just these two this week. Eh?
Yeah, Cowboys last
someone's
week.
O has to go.
Yeah, exactly. And it was like, you know, I just think, I was saying it to you guys. I was saying it to Jason, I think. Jojo Fafita is a bigger part of that team than everyone actually realises.
Yeah.
His cover defense.
So is Loffy.
His cover defense is huge.
And
Jojo and like
Loffy's your points.
yeah,
Like, he was a top
and then,
try scorer
and then
last
you
year.
lose
Guinea.
your aerial, or just without Jojo,
sorry, yep.
you lose your aerial on that wing, and
Tough carries.
and you also lose tough carries, and you lose speed.
Do you reckon he's that quick?
He's a lot faster than Bo Fermor, who was in his place.
I don't think he's that quick, hey. But
Well,
you would
he
know
was-
more than
he
I.
was
Jojo's
he was a
got
track.
speed behind
He was
him.
he was
Yeah.
a track champion in high school.
Oh, true.
Yeah, so
Okay.
he's got a bit of speed.
I think he's faster than Sammy, too. Sammy's
Yeah.
got a bit of speed behind him.
Yeah, Sammy did well actually. He's been playing a bit better than he did last year. Really happy with how Sammy's been going. But yeah, Jojo
Brian Kelly?
BK can't fault him, to be honest. Absolute weapon.
Yeah.
Dude, you were carrying on. But no, I just think I don't know. Dolphins just wanted it more.
Yeah.
We had one player missing, and we had to change 3 players' positions. Oh, we didn't have one player. Sorry, we're also missing Sam Verrills, who has been playing out of his fucking skin.
And what was that? Fucking minute 50 in, you lose Tino.
Yeah, lose Tino 2 minutes in, but you know Tino
It's footy.
comes on and dropped the ball, and
Oh,
you know.
that he did that shit, bro, that I
Yeah,
used to
right
bang
on
on
the line,
about
eh?
over the
Yeah.
line, bro.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
calling feet fans.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him do that in a fucking
That was-
while, eh?
He hasn't done it for 2 or 3 years, dude.
But that was
Well,
shit
didn't do it last
timing.
year.
yeah. So
Can't count
at
that.
least 2.
That play was shit timing, and it's because they didn't have Virals there. You know,
Yeah.
they had their stand-in 9. I can't remember who it was. But
Randall.
Yeah, I think Randall passed it like half a second too late when Tino already had his back turned. So
Yeah.
there wasn't much Tino could do in that situation, to be fair. But
Because he's been playing front row, eh? Like he's been coming off the bench.
Lock.
Has he been
Yeah,
playing
he's
lock?
been playing lock.
Yeah,
but,
see, I think he's fully into that role. He's not a dummy half anymore. Like he's not
Oh, you mean Randall?
Randall, yeah.
Yeah, no, he's just been our 14, so he's been doing both.
Yeah. I don't think he's not your replacement dummy half. Like surely
Not anymore. It's
surely
like
they got
how
someone else there.
It's like how Cheese was like a really good dummy half, and then
They put him in lock.
Put him in lock, and he started putting on size, and lost a bit of
changes
speed.
them, eh?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and I think that's what's happened. That's what I was saying to you about Randall a couple of weeks ago. I was like,
Yeah.
he's not your backup
Nah.
9 anymore.
Yeah.
Like he's too.
And that young bloke who came on, Mullany,
Oh yeah,
was pretty good. I know you gave him a bad rap, Benny, because he did two dummy scoots. But he's
2 meters out.
He's a couple of meters from the line, and he's basically been sent out there after we're definitely going to lose.
Yeah,
like
tough gig.
Go have a crack, young fella. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
you never know though.
That's
It
fair.
can spark though.
Yeah.
Like sometimes, like just
Yeah.
fresh eyes, fresh
Well,
hands.
I had him down for any time. I was like, so I was like, scoot, brother, scoot.
Every play, it's just him getting scooting.
Yeah.
We're going to move on to the Saturday night game, boys, which is the Broncos taking down the West Tigers. It was a battle of the front row, Haas versus May. Both were actually pretty quiet in the end.
Dude, I thought they had a decent showing against each other.
I was keeping track of the fantasy points, and both scored low. So
Yeah. I thought they did all right, but I was a Reece Walsh try off $2,500 on this game.
Yeah, and I was a Joseph.
And he gets pushed in the back in the last fucking minute of the game.
Yeah, that was hard. That was hard to watch.
I was
And because Dirty Dick Rick had
the same bet
the
on.
same
Because
bet.
I was like, I'll ride it with you, bro. And
Yeah.
oh, fuck, I hate fucking Brisbane cunt.
And I was a Joe Gosevsky. Is that how you say his name?
Yeah, Josh. Yeah, Goschewski or
What
something.
did you say? You're like, I got fucking $4.5 waiting for me. And this cunt's just sitting on the bench smiling.
Yeah, dude.
It's like, now my kids aren't going to eat this week.
Yeah, every cunt scores except for him and Walsh.
Yeah.
All good. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's all good. Didn't want to win that money
But
anyway.
I think a much closer game if Luai plays. That's all I've got to take away from that one.
Bro, I fucking thought the Tigers...
Last two final did all right, but
I thought he went
first
really
half
well.
anyway. Yeah.
I thought he went really well. I thought the Tigers, even though they're blown out in the second half, I thought they fucking played great. If this was last year, it's fucking 60 to fucking 6, I reckon. And like even
For
like
sure.
like having Taruva there, man, he fucking was getting into his work and shit. Like I thought they were a lot better. Buller, bro, fuck, he's quick, man.
He's a weapon, eh?
Dude, he looked like he took like 3 steps and he was like fucking 30 meters. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
He's
It's
another
like
one
what-
that still just looks so fresh though too.
Yeah.
Give him a few more years.
Yeah. It's like watching Greek Freak play fucking basketball, bro. He's that gets
That's a
the
good
ball at the
comparison.
fucking halfway,
Yeah,
fucking
Euro
half
steps.
court.
Yeah.
Takes 3 steps and he's dunking the fucking thing.
Yeah.
You know?
That's a good take. Good comparison.
Yeah.
I like him though. I like the Tigers though. I think Luai back, whoever they got this week, I think they should get an easy dub.
Well, we'll get through to our tips very shortly. We got a couple more games to round up the weekend. We can just skip this next one, can't we?
I don't think so.
I think, yeah.
But, Sea Eagles versus Storm. Benny, what's your take on that, mate? How did she go?
Look, I was critical on the boys last week.
Yeah.
Might have overread a comment on our TikTok from Manly Security, so I'm going to tread lightly. All right.
Don't do that.
At the end of the day,
Be yourself, Ben.
He's pulling his punches.
yeah. I'm already slip ducking and diving and shadow boxing.
Yeah.
No one's even throwing anything.
Mick's already got you by the collar.
Yeah.
Yes, bro. I feel like he's got me by the balls.
Yeah.
Look, there was, can't say a bad word about the Trbojevic brothers, as you guys heard last week. Might have had some words about the strength and conditioning coach, but that's another yarn. The game on the yesterday, I thought that the silver lining in all of this was that I thought the boys were having a solid crack. I thought Melbourne Storm just looked better on the day, and they poured on 3 tries in 5 minutes. So it never looked pretty for us, and we always had our back against the wall. I feel like as well, down 3 tries that quickly, we're just constantly chasing our tails. So it was a tough task from the beginning. The Battle of Brookvale ended up being a fucking bloodbath of Brookvale. Shout out to Timmy Price. But like I said, I think that the silver lining in a lot of this was the effort was there for me. Maybe some players got beaten, like Ben Trbojevic. I think he got beaten by Jerome Hughes with the fend and the step. Huge line break, and then again he doesn't have the speed. So I think that again, if he's in our top 17. Love the Trbojevic, love Benny, but if he's in the top 17 next week, we're struggling for depth.
Who you got to replace him?
We got Corey Waddell. We've got who else did I say in the chat? We've got a couple on the bench. That Michael Cheekham's another one.
Because he plays back row, eh?
Yeah, second row, 12, I think.
Yeah.
He's
So-
not a bad shout, to be honest. Pretty good player.
Cheekham's pretty good. Again, maybe I don't know. Maybe it's just a couple more years for Ben. Like he's got all the traits. He's got the hard work and traits, but yeah, the execution is just not there.
Look, I don't think it's like a time thing for Ben. Or maybe he was just having an off night. And when you're up against the Storm, especially that right edge, mate,
Multicultural
is
round.
fucking Oh yeah, I don't know how much that plays into it, but
Who you got?
You don't reckon Lissi Katoa, Nas,
Oh, bro.
fucking all those
Jerome
boys
Hughes.
are G'ing up? Yeah,
all running
Right.
running out with their flags.
yeah.
well, you've got fucking
And if you-
multicultural boys in your team too,
Yeah, but
bro.
if you watch that Craig Bellamy doco on Stan, you'll see the pep talks that he gives before the big games.
So you think you got beat by the multicultural round and not by the best team in the comp?
I think that's a big reason why they put 48 on us. Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
I think if you let the Storm get 3 tries ahead, you're never going to catch them.
Nah.
Doesn't matter who you are.
I agree. Again, I'd be scoring 3 tries if I got a pep talk from Bellyache too.
Total Cola, fucking amazing,
Yeah.
bro. Don't know where he's pulling it from. He's been a shadow of himself all year.
Yeah.
And just pulled something out of the fire when everyone else had their fucking heads in the sand. Absolute standout.
I think he was
for
injured
them.
for 2 games, so that's why he hasn't been as noticeable. But
Yeah.
yeah, he was the only one having a real Hamoli
Bro,
Olakau'atu.
I
how's
think
how's
that
that
was
fucking
solid
fend
grab.
on Munster, bro?
Yeah.
Like Munster's like literally like running with him while he's holding him,
Yeah.
and he just like 1-inch fends him, bro.
I was watching
It's like
the
a
game.
Bruce Lee fend.
I was watching the game with Trace, and he goes, "That's what I want to do, Dad." He wants to fucking grab. I was like,
Nice.
"Yeah, just not the Queenslanders, all right, mate."
He will be.
Did you guys ever do that growing up playing footy? You'd see someone do something on TV. You're going to try that next week during the game?
Dude, our big one.
Yeah, just watching teams win. You know.
Yeah. Our big one was Joey Johns, bro.
Oh yeah.
Trying to do the
Trying to
all
do
the
the
banana kicks.
Yeah.
never ever happened.
No,
Ever.
neither. Still to this day haven't pulled off a banana kick.
There's a
Yeah.
clip of me on YouTube. Scrum play,
Yeah.
run 60 meters, put the ball down, hang plane.
Oh,
That was right after the Dragons try.
yeah, right.
The weekend after or whatnot.
Nice, bro. Nice.
Yeah, I used to love that shit, bro.
Yeah.
I was chirping on the field and whatnot.
What-
The,
What,
Pushes
hold
and
on.
stuff.
So what's Manly got to do to be better? So your whole thing is replace Ben.
I don't think so. Like I said, I think the Melbourne Storm were the better team. They're obviously right at the top of the crop, but I think that they got those 3 tries, so it was hard from the beginning. Get Tom back, drop Ben, have a little bit more depth in the side. I don't think we need to sign. I don't think we can sign anyone or need to sign anyone. And there's already enough dramas going on through the Daly Cherry Evans stuff and all the rest of it. But I think the boys have just got to stick together, work on those mistakes that they made over the weekend, and make sure that no one puts fucking 3 quick tries on us. If it is someone like the Titans, where we can actually come back. Not
We'll
Penrith.
give you the chance, bro.
Yeah,
Don't worry
actually,
about
this year I don't know if I want that. Boys, the last game for the round was the Bulldogs keeping the Knights scoreless,
Yep.
20 points to 0.
that. Hard out, bro.
I think that was
KP?
I think that was paying $30 too if you bet on it.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Knights to not score.
Knights to 0, yeah.
Holy. $30.
Yeah, that's good, eh?
Those are
Imagine
good
having
odds.
that in your multi.
Yuck. Because it still would have been let down by fucking Reece Walsh. Can't.
I think the Bulldogs, honestly, didn't
Look like
play.
sh-
They didn't play that great, man.
Dude, 20 points
Which
with
is-
like I thought the Knights were doing fucking great, bro.
Yeah.
Considering it was like 70% possession or something
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
first half.
Yeah.
Dude, they should have scored fucking way more than
Yeah.
this.
Knights missing, obviously, from the get-go, Saifidi hurt himself running onto the field.
That's fucked, isn't it?
What was it, his
Shit.
calf?
Yeah, calf.
Yeah.
And then Schiller.
Schiller
getting
fucking
wrecked.
was bleeding from the fucking brain out his ear.
Yeah.
And then
Dude, he got Dutz though.
yeah.
He fucking.
against Saluka Fafita.
yeah.
Big
Oh,
motherfucker.
he's
Yeah.
a scary motherfucker.
Yeah,
Yeah, bro.
yeah.
Fuck that.
I remember playing. I think I told you the yarns of reserve grade footy when I went back and played for Burleigh Bears. I swear I matched up with that guy, bro. And he was just fuck. And he got sent.
You'd be
Off, he
looking-
got sent off twice.
You'd be looking at his belly button, bro.
Actual, bro. Yeah, it was.
And then they were already missing Dylan Lucas and Kai Pierce-Paul, from their squad. So
Yeah.
I think it was like it wasn't even fucking half time, and they had one person on the bench.
Yeah. It was 15.
But
But
basically, their forwards and second row and front row just taking it in turns to have a fucking rest for the whole game.
But
So
yeah.
not surprised they didn't score. I think the Bulldogs didn't do great considering all of that. You know what I mean? I think if you're the best team in the comp right now, you should probably be putting on more than 20 points. I think they'll do good with having the bye next week. I think they need it.
Ooh, and I think we were looking at their run over the next couple of weeks. They've got a lot of home games.
easy draw to
And
around
even-
10, I think. it
Yeah,
is.
bro. And then even their away games, they're like their neighbours. So
Yeah.
the boys are still
Okay.
just going to drive to the game.
Sounds like the fucking Broncos.
I think that's a big advantage that people don't take into consideration.
For sure.
New Zealand Warriors, that must be tough. But again, they do go better at home. So
Yeah.
it's the home field advantage and what's around you. But I think it definitely helps having 8 teams in Sydney or whatever it is where they can all just fucking
Be
dart between
interesting
each other.
to like have a chat to James Fisher Harris. What's it like to go from being a Sydney team to having most of your games around Sydney?
Yeah, that's
to being in a side like he's gone over there for his culture and for his family, but he's traveling.
Well, you seen-
90% of the fucking season now.
Yeah.
You've seen Adam Fanua Blake do the same thing, and he couldn't he couldn't do it for much longer, so he ended up getting released and back to Australia. So
We'll take you back, Fish.
Come to the Titans, mate.
boys, we do have I was actually supposed to play these earlier on,
into
so
camera.
we sort of talk about them then. But we do have a couple of voice yarns from Georgie Malik from Brouhaha.
Let's go.
Thanks for sending these ones in, brother.
Hey boys, Georgie from Brouhaha Brewery here. Firstly, love your work, loving the pod. Wish there was more of it. Keep it up, awesome stuff. And secondly, Benny, you mentioned that I don't cop it as much when the Panthers lose as much as Jason. I got no doubt it's not as much as Jason, but mate, it's not true. I do cop it massively. If the Panthers lose, I literally have to switch off my phone, the internet, all access to the outside world.
Airplane mode.
When I wake up the next day and switch my phone back on, I'm just copying just so much messages, abuse, Panthers suck shit, all that sort of stuff. So
it's all from his wife.
Yeah, mate. Unfortunately, it's a universal thing for Panthers supporters at the moment that we whenever we lose, we just cop that flack. But yeah, keep up the good work, boys, and let's catch up for a beer soon, eh?
Hell yeah.
Legend.
I want to try that new one.
Is that a...
The peach sour.
Yeah, I want to try it.
Yeah.
Just the colour in the can, bro, getting me toey.
Yeah,
I love a bit of peach too. Like peach iced tea, those
Oh,
peach
yeah,
Suntories
yeah.
I was having last night. What are
Yeah.
you guys talking about?
No, I was thinking about something else.
I was thinking about peach
Keep it to
emoji,
myself.
like a bit of
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no,
The
I
booty.
hate that.
Quickly back to the voice memo. Was that Panthers supporter asking for sympathy?
Kind of felt like it.
Without asking the question.
Bro,
Yeah.
it's to be honest, though, it's kind of weak picking on a team that's down on its luck, coming fifth.
Coming from you, cunt.
We're
We
coming.
haven't been able to pick it apart for
Hey, we're
4
coming
years now.
Hey, and what did you say on the chat, Ben? Nobody gives a fuck
15.
about last
Yeah,
year. We're
nah,
in
no one-
2025.
Yeah, no one cares
So
about
I'm
the
just
4
going-
you've won.
I'm
We only
just-
care about the current ladder.
Yep. So just give us a little bit of sympathy. We're just battlers from out west.
Well-
just trying to do our best.
Yeah, couple
mean,
of humble guys.
It's a rhetoric that's been fucking blasted all over the internet for a couple of days now. But you have your 4 in a row now.
Yep.
You're going for your 5, Pete.
Yeah.
Like you said, 5 in a row, 25. Is that what you were saying at the start of the year?
Well, we got Dolphins on Thursday night at Suncorp.
Ooh.
The comeback.
What do you think?
Got an origin period through there too, which you guys are going to struggle.
Nah, we won't lose anyone this year. We're playing terribly.
Cleary.
Nah,
You're definitely
Yo.
losing Cleary.
nah,
Yeah.
put Mitch
Yoey.
Moses in.
Yeah, you're going to lose Yo, Cleary,
To'o.
To'o,
Edwards.
maybe Edwards.
You're going to struggle, man. I think that these early games and the back end of the season is the ones that you've got to win. So
Yeah, we'll be right. Don't worry about us.
we got another one from Georgie Malik.
Oh, let's go.
Also, just a quick shout out to all our mates. Their support for Brouhaha, we just absolutely love it, and just love how you guys are asking for it to be ranged and stocked, and more importantly, drinking and enjoying the beers. I know I'm biased, but that locals lager in particular, it's just such a great, easy drinking beer. Like anyone who likes a beer will enjoy it and does enjoy it. And obviously we've got all the other, beautiful, wonderful varieties of craft beers as well, whether it's pale ales, IPAs and sours and, stouts. And we've got imperial stouts and red ales coming into winter and stuff like that. So we definitely need to link up again, mate, so we can get you guys some beers, and shout out to all our mates for supporting small independent craft beer breweries, much like our mates with their small independent podcast. And yeah,
Nice.
we love it.
Yeah.
Love what you guys are doing, and thanks a lot.
Nice.
Cheers.
Legend.
Love you, Georgie.
I think I could play that for the next show as our ad.
Yeah.
Couldn't have said it better.
I tell you what, though, if they bring back the winter ales, they fucking better have some of that Scotchy.
Scotch, bro.
I want that Scotch shit.
Yeah.
I want it for Christmas this year.
I want to. I'd love to. We should do a fucking Christmas in July then. So we've got a cold
Oh,
Christmas
yeah.
and Scotch beers.
Oosh.
Don't mind it.
All
Sounds
right.
good.
Alrighty, boys. I'm going to keep this moving because we're up to our viral loads, and then we'll touch a little bit on the UFC this weekend and give our future tips for the next round.
Yep.
Let's go through tips now, hey?
Yeah, might as well. We're on here.
All right, so round 6, first game of the round, boys. We got the Dolphins and the Panthers. 14th take on 15th.
Whoa, watch out.
Spoonball.
Fucking ease up. I've got Panthers by 14 for my tipping this week.
For real.
Yep.
We don't know who's back. We don't have team lists. I can't remember who got.
Edwards may be back this week.
Edwards may be back.
Laurie back to 14, I like. And I would be putting Schneider in over Jack Cole.
Can't remember. Did any Dolphins do head highs over the weekend?
Nah, don't think so.
I'm going 1-5 Dolphins.
I'm going Panthers.
1-5 record for the Panthers. That was
Oh, okay.
not my margin.
Yeah, so I was,
was
like,
wondering
that's
what
such a
you-
fucking odd margin.
Yeah.
I realized when you guys were just staring like, okay, that it didn't actually click.
Yeah.
But no, that was a dig. Boys, on Friday night, we've got the Dragons at home against the Titans.
I'm going Dragons
Yeah,
just because it's at home.
Titans struggle.
It's at Wynn Stadium.
Tino
Beautiful.
took the early play. He's not even going down to the gong.
Oh, isn't he?
Yeah.
Put a line through them.
Oh, fuck, I hate this fucking crackhead shit, bro.
Unfortunately, I'm going to go the Dragons.
13 plus.
Nah. That wouldn't.
His
It'll be
cunt's
another.
eyes just lit up.
It'll be another goal. It'll be another golden point game for the Dragons. Yeah.
I like that take. I'm gonna back you on that as well. So, Broncos take on the Roosters, 2nd versus 16.
Fuck, 40 plus.
You're looking at another 50.
Is that at Suncorp?
Yeah, of course it is.
Dude, my
They don't
God.
fucking
Is that
play
Friday?
they don't- Friday night, Suncorp.
Three in a row at Suncorp.
Oh,
They don't
that's-
fucking play anywhere else.
That's
cunt.
their jam too, bro. Let's go.
If Reece Walsh doesn't score this week, I'm going to put the exact same
the exact
bet on.
same bet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Broncos by 1 million.
Saturday afternoon, we got a.
This is a beta bowl, bro.
Nah, this is good, bro. We got
Where you playing?
6th versus 10th at Shark Park, Optus Stadium.
Perth, in Perth.
Oh, Perth, yeah.
Yeah, you got travel up your ass this week, boy.
Oh, boys don't like travel.
That was so gay, bro.
What's so in sync, cunt?
Look, I don't know.
This
I think they'll both lose.
Draw.
Draw. Nah, Sharks will win.
Draw 6-all.
Turbo's back.
Is he? Nah.
I don't know. I'm asking.
Nah, it was like 4 weeks.
Nah, I don't
Okay, Sharks then.
Sharks, but not confident.
Sharks.
Sea Eagles 30 plus. Bunnies take on the Cowboys down at again Optus Stadium. So we got a
two
double
games.
header.
Yeah, remember last year
Oh,
they had the
that's
Knights
sick.
and they had Knights and Warriors and someone else go over last year.
I'm going to back the Bunnies in this one. Cowboys are favourites though.
Nah, Bunnies have no halves. The halves are both
Yeah.
injured.
So rumours are Latrell Mitchell has been rumoured to
and Jack
be
Whiten?
training at
I seen-
halves.
yeah, I seen that.
this week.
Wait, they're both training in the halves?
Yeah, they both did training in
So,
the halves this week.
So
They got no centres.
that's weird.
Who's
Nah, they got who's the one that got pushed
Tass.
out? Isaiah Tass, and who's the other fucking Campbell Graham.
What
they
about
got- they
that
got no
Dodd?
wingers.
What about old mate Dodd?
No, he's out too.
He's out.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's why they're favourites.
yeah. Hang on, this is it.
What?
The blind man.
Oh, Schuster.
Here he comes.
Is he coming?
He's coming in, boy. Wayne's just been
I don't
waiting.
know.
And they're all hammy injuries. So what
Crazy.
do you think Schuster's tweet something at training to make sure everyone's
Bro.
everyone's hammies are gone? Hammies are 4 to 6
So what,
weeks.
he's
So
like
he goes, I just need 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah, he's the guy in that movie, like who's pretending to be innocent and blind, but he's like around fucking
Tripping people with his cane.
Yeah, bro. Exactly.
You know, like when you stick your fucking like a stick in a bike spoke.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing it between
That's what
people's
he's
legs.
doing, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, he might have fucking
Yeah, the
got himself.
Vaseline's not Vaseline.
Yeah.
It's like it's the
It's
opposite.
It's deep heat, bro.
Yeah, it just makes you cramp.
burning all the boys.
Go tight.
Cowboys.
Yeah, Cowboys big, I think.
Eels and the Raiders Saturday night
Where at?
down at TIO Stadium, Darwin.
Darwin.
Another one. Darwin. We're going rural.
Yeah, sick.
Raiders up into the mug?
No,
Mugginess?
Para win all their games up at Darwin.
Yeah, and
The last couple of years, they've won all their games up
Raiders never do well in
Heat.
in Townsville or like
Pussies.
north of the border, bro.
Pussies,
they,
bro.
They struggle.
I'm going Eels.
there. What border, though? North of ACT border?
No, yeah, actually, but no, I don't know about that one. To be honest, I would like to see the Eels win.
I'm
but-
going to go Para because they've won their last couple in Darwin.
Sunday afternoon, boys, we got Amy Park. It's Storm taking on the Warriors, 3rd versus 4th. Storm.
40-30 Storm.
Storm.
And the last game of the round, Knights versus the Tigers. Knights are at home.
Tigers.
At home. Yeah,
They
I'm
must
gonna
have
go-
a few
I'm going-
injuries back.
I'm going Tigers.
Yeah, unless the Knights get back Dylan Lucas and KPP.
Yeah, I'm going Tigers anyway.
Tigers.
I'm going.
Because Sunday afternoon, fucking at home is like the Knights' fucking golden hour, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird to say this about the Tigers. Like, even though they've been losing, they're in form. Does that make sense?
Yeah, they're only
Like,
I
they're
mean, they got
losing
blown out last.
They're
week,
losing
but
to better sides. You know what I mean?
Yeah, not losing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it'll be close. I think it'll be close and low scoring,
I think
similar
they-
to round one. Round one, 10-6.
Yeah.
Alrighty, boys. Got a couple of viral loads before we just quickly preview the UFC. The viral loads are going to go from NRL into some UFC. All right. So
Thanks for joining us, Joey. Now, you obviously had an
the first one is Joey Johns. Again, it's a little professor edit, similar to last week. I think he's only playing through the computer too. So
amazing Origin career. Now you're an assistant coach for the Blues. What is it you'll be bringing to Origin camp?
Plenty of beer, some penthouse pets, and a beautiful Viagra.
penthouse pets and a bottle of Viagra.
That's fine. But I was more referring to the sort of advice and coaching you might provide the players. Will you be doing that?
I don't know.
Let's change the topic completely. Future Immortal Jonathan Thurston has been copping a lot of criticism over his form and whether or not he's played a year too long. What advice would you give Jonathan Thurston?
Become a lesbian.
I'm not sure if that's possible. All right. Well, we might leave it there. Thank you for doing this, Andrew. You said before the interview that you had a new catchphrase that you wanted to sign off with.
Shake the willy after your wee.
Take the willy after your weed. And Maddie's just in there fucking
Loves it,
hacking
bro.
Boys, the next ones that I've got is Fooey Fooey on the sideline. You guys might remember this.
That's obviously not a supplement. That's a night at the footy. Well, it's Philly. He's playing. Well, coach might have said that'll do you for the night.
He's walking up the sideline
With a beer?
With a beer in hand.
Pie there too.
Has he got a pie there too? Got a couple of UFC ones for you boys. Now, this first one is the ref talking to the guy after Ershig knocked him out. It's just a wild exchange, but I don't know why the referee says this and why he says it this way.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Did you hear it?
Did you hear it? Oh, mate's just like, fuck this shit.
He's like, bro, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what made the worst sound, the punch or you hitting your head on the ground. And the bro's just still waking up from it.
He's like, what'd you say? What?
The next one is some AI cover art, UFC album covers. You got the Travis Scott and Dustin Poirier. You got that was Charles Oliveira and Frank Ocean, Starboy, Ilya Taporia. We got Scorpion Drake. We got Khabib. Connor.
Yes,
Look,
nice.
he looks like a junkie there. Fergie.
I like that.
Yeah, and back to there.
cool.
But yeah, that was a little slideshow from Instagram. Boys, this next one.
Oh, I've seen this.
You seen this?
Oh, Brad would beat off to
yeah,
this.
you're gonna love this one. So
Yeah, I've only seen the first two. I didn't see.
we'll play it through.
where
It does go
goes.
for a minute long, but we've got the world leaders as UFC champions. So we've got Donald Trump, and then up next we've
Vladimir Putin.
got. Let's see if you can name them.
I can't see
That's Canada.
I don't know who he is. No idea about France.
They look at you,
Hey,
Boris.
Boris Johnson.
Boris is my favorite. No
How's
idea
his
what he's
hair?
doing. Kazakhstan,
Oh, no idea who he is.
boss. Kim Jong Un.
Yeah,
Fuck, look at his fucking body, bro.
that's my body.
India. Dana just chilling next to him. Germany. Bro.
Dude, he looks like a
Holy
hard
shit.
bastard.
Yeah, it looks like Terminator. Brazil, he's like a short chode. Short old chode. Greek god, not really more like a...
Wait, are they going to do Australia?
Oh, yeah. I mean, he looks tiny. He must be tiny.
Yeah, that's Zelensky.
Who's that, bro?
That's fucking Elbow. What a wanker.
Is that Elbow?
Yeah.
Ah.
Who did you think it was?
Bro, I was trying to work it out, but AI was getting me good.
Yeah, they should have left his glasses on. He doesn't look like himself without them.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like as much of a wanker.
Boys, the UFC this weekend. Jace, do you want to pull up the card, bro? Oh, yeah. We've got Volk taking on Diego Lopes, both your boys.
I'm so torn.
I've seen a lot of memes this week when it's like, you know, when you hear Joe Rogan screaming, and new Alexander Volk, like, and, you know.
And then someone killing themselves.
Yeah. Well, the other way around. It's more like Diego Lopes winning and beating Volk.
Yeah.
And people not happy about it.
Yeah, the one was, it's like when I find out that, what was it? Yeah, when I find out that Diego Lopes beats Volk, and it's just like someone walking into the room, just it's fucking Hugh Jackman running to see what happened. So it's Volk and Diego Lopes, 26-4 and 26-6.
Look,
So-
I'm gonna go Volk on his big return. We've got to back the Aussie.
He's had enough time off, I think. I think he's.
It's all or nothing here. I think it's either if he loses, I wouldn't be surprised if he retires.
I'd want him to pack it up. It depends how he loses. If he loses on points, I think go around for another fight. But if he gets fucking wrecked again, like knocked out hard again, I think just
Were his last two fights before this, they were short notice, weren't they?
no. The
No?
one with
First one
Ilya.
wasn't.
Remember, he had the one with Ilya.
Yeah.
So he got
Oh, yeah,
fucking
he-
wrecked in that. But the one before was short notice
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
Islam.
So he's
But if he gets knocked out again, I'd be wrapping it up, bro. He's fucking 36 this year. Like,
How do you think Diego Lopes would get it done? Do you think he'd knock
I
him out or drop him and then try and submit him?
I think he's going to try and knock him. I think.
I don't think Lopez can win on points. I think Volk is his efficiency is too high.
Yeah.
I
I
think
think he's too active.
I think if you look at their two grappling games as well, I would say Volk's actually probably got the upper hand with that. So let's take grappling out of it. The striking side of things, I actually think Volk's got better striking than him too.
Yeah, I think
cleaner.
I think
Lopez probably got more power though. I think.
Yeah, Lopez probably got a little bit more power, and he's got youth on his side, probably speed on his side.
Do you think-
So
But
it'll-
Volk's, like you said, he's extremely efficient, bro.
Yeah.
Using his
Leg
energy.
kicks.
And is it this? Maybe I'd have to check, but I think might be Lopez's first 5-rounder too.
Oh, true.
So Volk is like a fucking deep water fighter too. Like
Yeah.
you've seen so many fights where he's gone to 5th round and people just can't hang, bro.
Yeah.
Looks pretty good in his training highlights too, from what
Yeah.
I've seen.
Yeah.
Looks
Have you-
like old Volk again.
Have you seen all those like memes and shit? And it's just like Diego Lopez training, and he's like fucking piss and sweat, bro, just working the bag, absolutely shredded, and then it just goes to
Volk.
Land Down Under, and it's Volk, and
Yeah.
he's just like cooking. He's like, hey, he's like just Land Down Under playing in the background.
That
like-
song is.
I haven't seen those.
Oh, I have to start sending some to the chat, bro. Fuck, they're good. And he's just like, he'd be like fucking doing some random shit. He's just like, oh, and he's like eating a steak sanger. He's like,
Yeah.
you know, and it's all to Land Down Under, cunt. So good.
Co-main event? Oh, did you have anything?
No. I was just saying, Volk's efficiency, I think will get him the win. To be
Yeah.
honest,
Yeah.
I think he'll outwork him, and he's just too good. Like when he steps into the pocket, steps out. If he's back to his old self, he'll be in and out that whole time. And unless Diego's got timing on his side, he won't be able to get him good enough.
Well, co-main is Michael Chandler and Paddy Pimblett. Paddy the Batty.
Love it.
I do too.
Yeah, I think it's a great fucking matchup, and I think Paddy wins by submission.
Yeah, I like that too. I like that too. I don't know. Michael Chandler, he just fucking, it's going to be a banger because he puts on shows, bro. Like I don't think he's had a dull fight.
It's
Yeah.
also been brought to light, and we've known this about the last couple of fights, but he's now been sort of claimed to be sort of the dirtiest fighter in the UFC. You know, there's an argument for it because
said
he's
that?
Right, it's all over YouTube algorithms.
Really?
But the fish hooks, the eye pokes, the Charles Oliveira, he's not a fan of him at all. Justin Gaethje absolutely despises him. There's more to it. I can't come up with it on the top of
Yeah.
my
Oh,
head.
no, who
But
was
if
the
you
one-
look into it, there's so many. Almost every fight he's had. He's grabbed the cage multiple times.
Yep.
Who was on
they're
banging on
entertaining
about the back
fights.
of the head punches in his last one?
Yeah, that was back of the head.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I think talking about back of the head punches, did you watch the fights on the weekend?
I was watching the box.
Dude.
That fucking elbow on the back of Emmett's head.
Dude, the fucking thing is pissing blood.
Yeah, and he's walking off at the end of the round, and the ref's following him, looking at it, like,
Yeah,
going, holy
squeezing.
shit, that's
Yeah.
pissing out blood, like, directly on the back of his head.
Yeah, and he's like, you're fine, but
Yeah.
just watch the back of the head. It's like, cunt, how's that
Yeah,
fine, bro?
that's not fine.
Yeah, that's like literally like he's got a star on the back of his head now.
Yeah, dude.
Anyway,
Yeah, so sorry. Unless Chandler can make a brawl of it, fucking
he will though. He'll
he-
make it
yeah.
he'll make it a grub fight.
But
reckon.
I don't know. Like if Paddy's still himself, he'll be too smooth with it. I think he'll find a way to duck and weave and get on his back.
I'm going to go with my original thought, Chandler by knockout.
Yeah,
I think Paddy's striking. Look, he can land a couple. He's a bigger fighter. He's taller and he's longer. But
he's definitely got power.
I think Chandler's also got a chin. So I think Chandler will be able to take a little bit more. And Paddy has looked a lot more impressive in his most recent fights than when he sort of first came in. But I still think that Chandler's a better athlete. He's got more endurance. He's got better cardio. His grappling. He's been in a lot of tough situations where I don't think Paddy has been in those fights.
Is this a 5-rounder?
no, I don't think so.
Three?
That sucks.
But Paddy fucking notorious, bro, for fucking keeping that hand down. He doesn't put his fucking hand up to guard.
He says it
and-
himself.
And even he bangs on about how the commentators always go on about it. Like, I don't know. I could see that happening, but I'm backing him in for a sub, I think. And then we got Brad's
couple more.
Then we got Brad's boy, Bryce Mitchell
Oh, let's go.
versus Gene Silver.
Flat Earth, baby.
Gene
Yeah.
Silver
It's a
by-
plane with
by
ice
fucking-
walls.
Yeah.
Flat disc in the fucking sky, baby.
I think that John Silver and that whole Brazilian crew are just on a roll, and I don't think Bryce Mitchell's the one to deter them.
Bro, this card's stacked, bro. Yeah, Rodriguez versus old Pitbull, Mr. Worldwide.
That'd be good.
That will be Rodriguez will win that. I think.
Just
I
do
think
the
so.
main card because we'll.
Oh, yeah. And then we've got Nikita Krylov and Dominic Reyes is back again.
Reyes.
Ooh, Krylov.
Krylov? Is it Krylov?
He hasn't fought
I think
in
he'll. Yeah,
ages.
I think he'll win it.
Oh no, it's a different one. I'm thinking.
Yeah. But yeah, Keen has for that. And it's in Miami too, so it should be sick. And we had
It's the worldwide.
friend send a thing in before saying that Nate Diaz has come in on 11 days notice to fight.
Chandler or something.
No, Prata.
Carlos.
Oh no, I did see. So who was he originally facing?
Jeff Neal.
Yeah.
And that's
Neil got he pulled
so they
out.
haven't found a replacement.
Don't think so, but mate sent a thing, but it's most likely bullshit.
Okay. Alrighty. Any last? Have I missed anything today, boys?
Nah.
I mean, there was obviously the boxing. Tim Zoo. Just a quick take
like
on Tim Zoo.
Zoo Castle reigns supreme again.
I mean,
Let's go.
51
Zoo
and 0.
Castle.
51 and 0. The Zoos are in Australia.
Yeah.
So undefeated in Australia. I think. Do you guys want to see him continue to try that journey overseas?
He
have a
needs
few
to.
more fights.
He's
there?
not going to do shit over here.
Well, do you think he could just become again an Australian icon over here? Keep winning over here, bringing
what I think?
attracting more fighters to come to Australia.
You know what I think he could do, right? And this is, I'm probably talking out my ass and don't know much, but this new league that Dana and the Sheik are putting together, I think that's something that he could dominate. You know what I mean? Because you've just got your 50 fight. Like obviously the prize fighters, bro. Like I think Canelo might headline in it because he owes Sheik some fights, but but like those prize fighters aren't going to be in that league. I think they're going to still be out there doing their own thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those big fucking multi-million-dollar deals. But a guy like Zoo, who he's just got he could rise through the crop.
Yeah.
With like a bunch of average-ish fighters, kind of like what he's doing with no limit.
Yeah.
And
Make more money too.
make more money in the end, and just become like that guy. I think he could get to that.
I like that take.
Yeah.
Jump ship. Alrighty, that'll wrap us up for tonight's episode of Sports Podcasts. Stay tuned for our other one that will be released on Thursday.
Don't stay tuned for 4 days, cunts.
No, stay tuned.
Again, if you're listening on through the audio through Spotify, check out our YouTube video. We've changed up the sitting in the studio, so head over to YouTube, check it out, and let us know what you think.
Look at that. Nice cock.
I was just thinking that. Tell us what you think about Benny's cock.
Yeah, I got to crop that angle. I didn't crop that one enough. Guys, until next week, later, bolt.
Bye.
Right.
That cock shot, Benny. It's so good. Daddy.